Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm gonna share the progress which I have made in the last week. Yeah, this is my progress video. So, it was my 17th week at Pro Camp, and in this week I had to learn Tableau. Yeah, it was the tool which I had to master. I had to study the advanced concepts in Tableau, like mm, graphs, advanced graphs like box plots, and then creating custom visualizations and implementing extensions. How to use extensions, which are other softwares or other third-party tools which are created for making the experience in Tableau better. So how to integrate those extensions into the Tableau? I had to learn about those concepts as well, and I also learned about the data cleaning and data preparation in Tableau Prep, which is a tool developed by Tableau itself to manage the preparation of the data. Yeah. So using Tableau Prep, we can prepare our data, we can clean our data, transform it, and combine the data. So when I say clean the data, I particularly mean about eliminating the null values and understand and doing the cleaning process of it. That's what I mean by data cleaning. And then after it, we will have to transform the data. We will have to apply some transformations into it to make it more better, to make it more reliable. And then after doing the data transformation, we will have to do the data joining, the combination of the data set using join and union. So these are the tools. These were the features provided in Tableau Prep, and yeah, I laid how to do the data preparation using Tableau Prep, and I really found it very useful for the purpose of cleaning the data that I have, to cleaning the data set, because it is very easy, because it's a drag and drop tool. Just by dragging and dropping, we can achieve our desired efforts. We can achieve what we want. So I found it really useful. I found it really intuitive. And yeah, so in technical wise, it was the progress which I made, practicing it, practicing and practicing, so that I can do it at any time. So after that, the growth which I have made in other areas as well include the areas of communication here. So for a few months, yeah, I should say that for the last few months, especially for the last 1 month, I wasn't caring much about my communication skills. I did never care about how well I spoke English. I never wanted to improve English. But now I realize that if I want to become a good corporate person, if I want to deliver great value to people, I should seem so good. I should give a great perception when they see me. So, if I want to create a great perception, I should be able to communicate my thoughts articulately with great power. So, uh, mastering English with great fluency is not required for talking with great power, but it's an addition, it's a complementary thing to see that yeah, this person speaks with great fluency, with great mastery in English. So I realized it, and I realized that even though it's not the mainstream thing, it can have a huge impact, a huge influence if I can see more powerful, and the perception can really go high if I know how to speak English in a fluent way, in an exciting, in a smooth way. That was the realization which I got. That's why I decided to build my communication skills, to utilize all the opportunities and chances I get to speak in English. So I decided that I will speak in English all the time, whenever I get the chance. So most of the time when I'm with people with whom who are ready to speak in English, I will be talking to them in English for most of the time. That's the decision which I made because I know that this decision, this act of continuing with this decision will surely help me to spot which are the areas where I make mistakes, which are the areas of improvement, which are the areas where I need to practice so that I can become better along the way and deliver great value to others. That's the purpose of life, right? It's all about delivering values to others, helping others. It's not about studying some great thing. It's not about getting something. It's actually about giving what you are capable of giving. We think that we are studying this thing, we are doing this thing to develop ourselves, to build ourselves. Yeah, it's actually it is to provide back to the society. That's the actual requirement. That's why we are working for. It's not to build fortune for us. It's not to build money for us. It's not the actual reason behind it. It's to give back to the society. The money we accumulate, the fame we get, these are all the things that we get as an outcome of helping others, providing services and values to others. It's just a reflection of the outcomes we get. The real value is the value we provide back to the society. And in this week, I also did a hosting of Who Wants to Be the Called Ishwaran. Yeah, that was a program conducted in our English song on the last Thursday. I was the host and I really liked it. It was an event which really pushed me out of my comfort zone because I was never a good host. And when I was in my college, I had never hosted any kind of events or programs while I was in my college or in my school. But after coming to Brototype, I got many chances of doing great things, to do things which are out of my comfort zone because I realized the truth that everyone who came here were failures. So even if I'm making mistakes, even if I'm doing things which are not right, that's not a problem because the person who makes the maximum number of mistakes is the one who's gonna benefit from this place because Prototype was built to provide a platform to the students to make maximum mistakes. So I'm also planning to make maximum amount of mistakes as possible while we are learning. I realized that it's not about not making mistakes. It's about making maximum number of high value mistakes because it is from those high value mistakes that we learn from. Yeah. Also, not only about making mistakes by ourselves, but also we need to learn from the mistakes, the high value mistakes which are made by others. So we need to learn from these mistakes. So I realized that this is how I can actually utilize this platform of Prototype, where actually when people say that they are paying 5,000 rupees per month for being in the Kochi hub, they just think about the electricity, the power they get, the AC they feel, the coldness they feel, yeah, and the Wi-Fi they get. These are the things which they think about. But I realized that the 5,000 rupees which I pay is also includes the environment which I get around me, the people, the group of students around me. It's the price of it. Yeah, and if I want to truly utilize it, I need to speak with them in English. I need to improve my communication skills. I need to be always speaking in English. I realized it. That's why I'm taking the decision to speak in English throughout the time. Whenever I get the chance to speak in English, I will speak in English. That's the decision which I have made. Because later, as a data scientist, I will also have to present the insights which I have got from the data in the form of presentations to the decision makers. And if I want to convince them to take an action, I should be able to present the data well with a great way. So if I want to be capable of convincing them with the data insights which I have got, I should be capable of communicating well articulately. This is a realization which I have got recently. So, building my communication skills is a core part of my life because it will have great implications throughout all areas of my life. It will change my life in a radically great way. So, I just I'm just gonna speak in English for all possible times. See you later. So see you in the next week when I'm preparing for at the end of preparation for the first week of Power BI. Okay?